Hi there, if you're new to the channel, welcome. I'm Anjuli and that is my dog Sadie, and together we are roaming the UK in our 1992 campervan Jezebel.
Good morning. We are off to the Peak District again. I know, shocking surprise. My favourite place to visit. But we are going to look for the Overexposed, the plane crash at Bleaklow. Hopefully I can find somewhere to park and we can go for a hike and find the crash site and yeah, show you around that area. It's sort of hidden away and it's not advertised at all, but it's meant to be a really sort of cool, eerie place to go. So I'm heading up there today, and then probably we're going to do a hike on further to some of the stepping stones areas and the high peaks. But yeah, just a day trip today, but we're out in Jez. Sadie is ready to go, and yeah, we're going to enjoy a bit of the sunshine that's finally happened, because it's meant to rain all of next week, so got to get out there quick before it rains again. But yeah, I'll see you when we get there. We made it to the parking space, which is just on the road there. You can see there is Jezebel. So yeah, it's just a bit of parking on the road, but luckily there was spaces. Though I nearly drove down into the ditch part because it was less wide than I thought it was.
So as you know, the Peak District is one of my favourite places to visit. The whole area has many people visiting, and most of them, including myself, until a little Google searching, were completely unaware that this is also home to this chilling historical site that we are on our way to. So the US Air Force craft, which was nicknamed Overexposed, crashed here in 1948, and with much of the plane wreckage still remaining scattered on the Bleaklow moors today, there is also a touching memorial plaque which we will go and see when we get there. I'm really excited to go see this, because it's just the strangest, sort of weirdest thing to be in the middle of the Peak District. Okay, so what actually was the Bleaklow bomber? So it was a plane, a B-29 Super Fortress to be precise, which was renowned to be one of the largest aircraft models in operation during the Second World War. While the B-29 planes were typically built for high altitude bombing, this aircraft was actually modified as a reconnaissance aircraft and specifically used for photographic assignments. It was nicknamed the Overexposed during 1946, when it was tasked with the important mission of photographing the US nuclear testing operations in the Marshall Islands. Codenamed Operation Crossroads, the mission was designed to investigate the effects that nuclear weaponry had on warships. This nuclear testing was extremely important for the time, as it marked the first nuclear detonation since the atomic bombing in August 1945. So the aircraft that we are seeing is the Overexposed, which fell from the sky on the 3rd of November in 1948. It crashed on the Bleaklow moorlands near Glossop during a routine flight from RAF Scrampton in Lincoln to the US base just outside of Warrington. The actual engines of this plane at the time had developed a reputation for being prone to fires and failures after the aerial bombing campaign over Japan in the 1944 to 1945. The malfunction does not appear to be the cause of the crash on the Bleaklow Moor. Instead, the aircraft's vision was obscured by heavy cloud. Basing their location on flight time alone, the crew estimated they'd already flown past the hills and decided to descend. Hitting the ground at approximately 11 a.m, the B-29 carrier burst into flames, tragically taking the lives of all 11 crew and 2 military passengers. The wreckage of the aircraft radiates a strong sense of contemplation and remembrance as we manoeuvred our way around the scattered remnants of the tragic accident. Here lies the wreckage of the B-29 Superfortress, Overexposed, of the 16th Photographic Reconnaissance Squadron, USAF, which tragically crashed while descending through cloud on 3rd of November 1948, killing all 13 crew members. The aircraft was on a routine flight from RAF Scrampton to American AFB Burtonwood. It is doubtful the crew ever saw the ground. The memorial was laid by the 367 Air Navigational Course of RAF Finningley on November 12, 1988. So we've just stopped to have some lunch before starting our way back down again. Stopped off at the Stones up here, which was the high peaks, the higher shelf stones, I think they're called. Had a bit of lunch, had a sit down, just stared out at beauty of nature, really nice. And now Sadie is desperate to move on, so move on we should. At the highest point, the high shelf stones behind me. Yeah, so just having a little one around. I'm not going to climb up onto this like I saw some people doing because I don't trust myself not to die. Very clumsy. So stay here and stare out a bit. So we're almost back at the car. Probably got another 15 minutes or so along the sort of guided path. Made the error of listening to someone who went, oh yeah, if you go that way it's much easier and quicker. It was not. It was not quicker or easier. So we're back at the van, we made it, huzzah. Poor Sadie is absolutely knackered. Yeah, her little drumsticks were really feeling it at the end, and I kept having to stop and wait for her to catch up with me, which only happens when she's tired, because normally she's racing off ahead. And I felt bad because I wasn't picking her up because she's a heavy potato. she made it back, and now she's in her bed and she's very happy. She'll probably sleep all the way back home, so that's nice. Yeah, so I hope you enjoyed this video. Up in Bleaklow, visiting the Overexposed B-29 plane crash site in the middle of the Peak Districts. Yeah, it was a really surreal, sort of eerie experience, and I highly recommend coming along to the Peak District and finding it for yourself and having a walk around. It's really easy to find. You just want to go to Snake Pass Summit, which is on Google Maps. Just Google Snake Pass Summit and it will pop up. There's lots of spaces here. It's just the lay-by on either side, but lots of space available if you park properly. Yeah, and then it's, you know, easily signpost all the way there. You know, unless you listen to random strangers and go off some other way. There's also, if you have OS maps, the digital maps, there's plenty of walks that have been saved on there, and you can follow someone else's route. But yeah, lots and lots of people here now that it's sort of 3 o'clock in the afternoon. So yeah, recommend getting here early if you do decide to come along. Make sure you wear sensible shoes that are waterproof and sort of prepare for all elements. It was very, very cold and windy up the top, which is why I've got the hoodie on. But walking back down again, and down here, it's warm and sunny again. So make sure that you do bring something when you're up there, just to protect yourself a little. Wear your sunscreen and those exciting good things that you should do. Yeah, I hope you've enjoyed this video. Please do like and subscribe if you did, and please do, you know, leave a comment. Let me know if you're interested in coming here, if you've been here before as well. Yeah, it's definitely worth coming along to. So I hope you've enjoyed this video. I can't give you a teaser of what's coming up next because I have no idea. But hopefully something cool and exciting. I've just started doing some dog sitting, so next week I'll be doing lots of walks but around where I live, because I'm boarding two new puppies. That's going to be exciting, new thing to do with myself. But yeah, I guess that's it for today. Thank you very much for watching. Subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.